you go.
This man show up. Listen, I'm gonna
In
get there when I get there.
in the
Don't say
ninth
don't
hour.
say nothing bad about nobody because you on the camera now. Don't say nothing bad about them.
Okay. All right. I'm live, so I
You
watch it.
you live in these streets because it's 5 o'clock my time.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I'm thinking it's
But no,
six
see,
o'clock
but
your
no,
time. It's
and then
five.
it's
You're
eight
right.
o'clock your time on the
Hmm.
calendar. Conscious Conversations is 8 o'clock. How you doing, man? You just get off the bike?
No, you know what? I was
Mm,
actually testing the
what you
the
doing?
range on that Godox Lux Master, the,
Yeah.
the the flash that homeboy tried to jip us on
Yes, sir.
at the store. I have the flash and I put it on the a pole so that when I go places I can put the softbox right over top of somebody's face.
Mm,
And I was testing it with a 35 millimeter, so I'm gonna try it with a 24 after this
like that.
and see how that works. Cause
Okay.
then I'm gonna get some unique shots because it's light. It's got the softbox on it, so you
Ooh.
can put it right over top. Like literally, I can put it off frame right here, like right above here, and I can have a flash just to highlight the face there.
This man said he making unique shots. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, this was not planned. This was not scripted. And the reason that I say that, I have a subject matter for the day. We have this
Go
text
for it.
in the scripture for today
Mm,
that I wanted
I'm
to
following your
put
lead.
on.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
come
go.
on now. Well, first and foremost, we're gonna say hello to everyone coming in. Seniors in the building, so the show has officially begun. How you doing, sir? See, Dan is asking about
Hello, Dan. I
asking about
see
the
you.
What the yellows at? What the yellows?
Oh, they right over here. You know what? I didn't switch them.
What
So
you sipping on too? Hold on, what you sipping
tea.
on?
It's just tea. It's
Boy,
purple tea from whistling kettle
okay.
in New York.
You
It's the
sipping hard
the
over there.
whistling kettle.
Mm,
It's yeah, all that tea I was spending all that money for at my other spots, man. The
mm,
tea I found out a spot in New York, man, and that tea is bomb.
mm,
It's great, and it cost me darn near half the price I was paying for in that mall.
There you go.
Jamming me up, man. I was so mad.
Listen, we got to keep the expenses low. No, we're not. There's no gin, and there may be a little juice, but we don't have any. It's too early right now. It's too early,
Oh,
Mr. Ross.
he got gin. Hicks got gin.
I do. I do.
Got
Senior
some
and
gin.
junior. Listen, senior and junior. As a matter of fact, he may be over there dipping as well. Listen, man. I know you've been doing. Let's go and lock in. Let's get focused because I don't want to hold you long. You're gonna go play with some lights. I'm gonna do some furniture moving because I got some folks coming by tomorrow to bring some things in.
Nice. You building a whole new studio. Look at you.
Well, we'll
See that?
see. Don't put the business out there in the streets
Oh, my
now
fault.
because I can't have. Don't just show up at the door, folks.
Yeah, you rearrange your furniture.
Yeah.
He done converted the garage
Yeah.
into a whole
So-
production spot.
so-
I feel you. Shh. We ain't gonna tell everybody that.
Don't tell anybody. Nobody knows
Ladies
the
and
address.
gentlemen, we're gonna go to the Hicks studio.
42. No, I'm not gonna get the address out.
The Hicks studio.
You talked about making some unique photos and unique pictures and doing some things. I was listening to a cat online earlier, and he was talking about this concept of taking pictures
Mhm.
versus making pictures.
Oh, that's nice. I like it.
So taking pictures versus making pictures, and I think a lot, and we can put it in context. It's almost like we are having church, but I guess I wanted to bat that around with you a little bit, just kind of get your thoughts because of what it is that you do when you buy new flashes, new strobes, new lenses, new this and that. And you've batted back and forth between going and doing, I'll do a wedding, right? Or I'll do an event. But
Right.
I'm not just showing up. I'm speaking for you here. I'm not just showing up at the event just to take boring pictures. You can hire the folks with the iPhones to take those pictures. But I'm gonna make it an experience.
So
I'm gonna put that KP sauce on it, and I think that, and well, I know that. I don't have to say I think that. I know that is where you rise above all the ankle biters that are out there. Okay, now I'm gonna stop calling people names and just I want to marinate on that of taking pictures versus making pictures. And again, you say in about an hour you're gonna be playing with some configurations and things like that. is it easier for you to make pictures and memories and scenarios versus just showing up, click, 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 click. Here's the invoice.
Yeah, you know what? So I'm picturing myself.
If that part makes sense.
No, that makes absolute sense. This is great where you're going. I literally stepped into a space of confidence in this realm. Like I have my music confidence realm, you know, bowling, other sports or whatever, where you like, oh, you show up and you like, oh, I got it, you know. Photography is something that I've been doing for a long time, but like dialing in professionally and then admiring people that you look up to or that inspire you.
Mhm.
And then you're looking like either you just going to be a fan or you're going to be a follower. And the distinction between fan and follower is I can follow you on Instagram, but if I'm a fan, I don't expect much from you. But in following, there's an, you know, idea that if I follow you, you follow me back. But if you follow somebody on Instagram that you're a fan of, you're not really expecting them to follow you back until you get a deeper relationship or until you make that connect. If so, when you make that connect, you're following them, they're following you. So it's a two-way street. So I looked at people that I'm like, even though they're not, everybody that I follow is not following me, I follow their work because I'm inspired by it. I like it. I'm not just a fan of it. In photography, when you totally just become a fan of somebody's work, you actually limit yourself because you take away from the creative aspect that you have with yourself. So to get directly to your point without going way down the street, you mentioned about making the picture and taking the picture. Today, the bike picture I put up, you can say I kind of made that and took it. So I thought about how I wanted to pose. Now, the photographer that's posing the model, you can in essence say you're making the picture, right? So a wedding photographer is going to say, stand here, do this, put this there, put that. That kind of, I didn't hear what you heard, but I'm assuming what he kind of meant is you're making that picture.
Yeah.
But then at the reception, you're not really making all the shots. You're taking them because you're just a fly on the wall, which you should be, because it's the wedding. It's not about you, the photographer.
Yeah, that's a good
You're
point.
hired to capture everything, not interrupt everybody and say, stand here and do that. No, you take a picture of cutting the cake. You take a picture of daughter and father walking down the aisle. You take a picture of the rings. You take a picture of the dress. But the other pictures with the bride in the dress, you're taking them, not making those pictures, right? So the made shot is relative because to make it, you have to put hands on it. 90% of the pictures that photographers take, you're not putting your hand on it. You're just grabbing it. Like,
Wow.
tell that to a landscape photographer.
Wow.
How can you make the shot? You're taking it. If you're doing landscape, because you just pointing at a mountain, right? You pointing at a lake, you pointing at trees.
Okay. See, that's the difference between you and me right there too, right? And because you are a portrait photographer, you are a I don't want to say street photographer, but again, action and all that. And I'm more on the landscape side. My stuff I don't have control of, right?
Right.
You can
do.
put that KP on. Talk to me.
No, but to your guy's point, you do. That's why I was saying, like, rather than you know how people doing social media, they're like, oh, it don't make no sense. I'm trying to think of where that person was, and I get what they're saying. Like, you can make your landscape shots, but make is relative rather than take. So make could be you shoot the mountain when the sun is a certain spot. So in a sense, you kind of made that shot, but you're taking what God made, not to get too spiritual there, or something like you said, you don't have control over, but what you do have control over is the moment that you capture something that you don't have control over. So in that sense, it's kind of like you did make the shot, because 20 other people that's pointing at the same mountain, they don't have the same shot as you. So in other words, the play between words that'll mend it is the word compose. So your composition.
I knew something.
What's your composition? It's waiting for the cloud to pass it. And right when the cloud comes off of the sun, you waited for it. So it's a touchy word, but I get what the photographer's probably saying.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
It's kind of like my advocate versus influence, but I'm going to bring up the cat that I was talking about right here. Steve Carty is the photographer that I was talking about. And I was, he was talking the truth. He was talking the truth earlier today. So that's kind of where I got that from. But I like that composition that you added in there. I like that.
Yeah, because composition is, and here's the thing I'm learning with photography. Composition is not concrete until you're done, and then it is still adjustable. So for instance, when you take a full frame picture and you put it in Lightroom off of your Sony camera or whatever, it's going to say 2x3, right? Now to present it on Instagram, if you want to maximize, you're going to put it in 4x5. To put on stories, maximize, you're going to recrop that to 9x16, which changes the composition to an extent, because depending on what's in the frame, the 9x16 narrows it. Or you can kind of manipulate it through Lightroom and, squeeze it, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, you're recomposing the shot. So the first shot is the full frame, which you saw through the viewfinder, and you got the subject in hand or whatever you're shaping. Then to present it to people that are influenced by it, judging it or admiring it, you have to shape it for that. So you're recomposing it again. Then if you say you want it in black and white, you're kind of recomposing it again. If you adjust the LUT, the setting and stuff, you're recomposing it again. So at the end of the day, it's a composition that keeps on changing, right? So we're in a day and age that it's not like when you shot the picture, you got it developed. You can't do nothing else about it. It is what it is. That's it. You're done. Now we can sit here and recompose. And I don't care too much for AI manipulation, but it's like you can take a picture of me right now and put me in a different setting in the background. So that's a whole nother topic of how far do you go with AI, but then it is creativity. So I don't know. Like color grading is
that kind of creative. Yeah, I'm more of the composition. I like that because I took some pictures this weekend. We were at the coast this weekend, and when I shared them with Jen and some of the other folks, I put a little touch on them. Right, I put some Lightroom on them. I put some things.
The ones that I saw, they look good. Yeah, the family and stuff.
Appreciate
they
it,
look. The pictures look great.
I put some KP on it. I put some creativity on it. That's what's crazy now, because the minute that you're using anything other than film camera, you're in a almost like a cheat mode, right? You're slightly in a cheat mode. Like, this is pure. The fact that you're in front of your camera and lens, I'm in front of my camera lens, and we set our lights and stuff in the room. And when people like your video, that's great. That's kind of as raw as you can get, because you're not really manipulating. Even if you throw a little LUT on there, you're not doing too much to what actually is. Yeah.
With photography, you literally can take and, I can pull this gloss off my face. You can, highlight the beard a little bit more, pop the shirt a little bit, bulk of the background if it wasn't, or sharpen it a little bit more. It's so much you can do with photography. It is crazy. And so, it really comes down to a art thing, where who you are as a photographer is also now about who you are in editing. It's, I mean, I like raw photography, but what is raw now? It's like, I don't know.
I shoot in RAW. And what's up with you, Sammy? We see you, brother. We talking this technology about photos, and Sammy know all this stuff, so he could give us the masterclass. But I'll shoot everything in RAW as well, and I'll have a specified LUT lookup for different scenes, and I'll apply that. However, I like shooting in RAW because I can still tweak contrast. I can still tweak saturation. I can still tweak individual pieces of the image, and no one will ever look exactly alike. I think if I shot all JPEG, they would all look exactly the same because they've all been compressed a certain amount, and that takes out some of that flexibility curve. I just made a coined new term. I don't know what that means, but by shooting in the compressed JPEG, that takes out that flexibility curve. So shooting raw allows you to put your stuff in the Lightroom, have it look a certain way, and like you said, you saw the photos that were uploaded this week. I think Jen posted 12 pictures.
Yeah, I saw Jen's post.
The last 3 look different.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw. So those were the 3 that had my extra sauce on. Those weren't like right out of a camera. Those had a little extra dramatic flair to them. So I try to make it's almost like a watermark. It's a watermark without a watermark. It's to kind of have a look and feel that it came from this particular source, or as opposed to just a generic out of the camera, out of the phone, or whatever the case may be. So that's what I'm shooting for, and that's kind of where I came up. Well, I gravitated towards that, taking pictures versus making pictures. When I see something that comes out of your camera, I know it came from you. You don't even have to have your initials on it. You don't have to, but the look and feel of a KP original is your watermark.
Hey man, I appreciate that. Canon USA. So I'm a Sony shooter, but on Canon's website, it was funny because some photographers were like, "Who is this chick? We don't even know her." Like I'm not gonna say they was hating, but they were just kind of like, "Oh." But on Canon's Instagram, it's a woman. I just started following her, a sister, and she's got like 20-some thousand followers or something on Instagram. Most people don't even know who she is, but she's published. She did one of her main top pictures is she was in a lot of cities on billboards, but she made New York finally with not Naomi Campbell. It was another black actress, but she did a picture on her, and they did it in Times Square. They put it up there, and she was happy, but I think that happened this year. But she was on there talking, and she was just talking about niching down, blah, blah, blah. But then some of the comments weren't really going against what she was saying, but kind of putting it together. I learned from that today and was like, wow, where am I at? Because when you ask somebody, what kind of photographer are you? We're looking for somebody to say, I'm a wedding photographer, I'm a model shoot, I'm this, that, and the third. And then I'm kind of like, well, I don't fall into one category. Right? So the argument kind of was, what she almost like contradicted herself in a little small podcast that Canon's doing podcasts now with their, art with their shooters and stuff. And what she said that I really liked, but she was almost contradicting herself. It was, my stuff when you see it. Yeah. Right. So no matter what I'm shooting, it when you see it. So if you see a model shoot, you gonna know my picture when you see it. And it's like, when you look at her stuff, the stuff that I like that she's done, none of them are exactly the same, but it's that mambo sauce. Like if you DC, you know what I'm saying? You taste it in there. Whether it's a hot dog, whether it's crab salad, something, you like,
come on, East Coast.
It's got a little cinnamon. I taste a little cinnamon egg, or, and it was like your feel is in here. So I think the encouragement to photographers is like, don't try so hard, but just find your niche. When you go copying, the worst thing you can do is copy somebody that's not copyable, right? In a sense, what I mean by that is you can't copy me because I don't have a me that's copyable that you can like replicate and duplicate. That if you did everything I did for the past year, when you show up in 2025 and try to do me, you're not going to look like me because I'm going to be doing something else
you done already moved
that
on.
You ain't know. You know what I'm saying? I done switched up. Like I literally am about to, and I can throw this out there. I'm going to get that 2470 and I know my why. The G Master. I talked to my wife about it too. And I was like,
you get clearance? You get clearance?
I'm going to trade some stuff in, like, straight up. And here's the better part, Jay. I'm getting rid of at least 3 things.
Yes.
And I talked to the guy at the store where I'm literally the stuff that I'm trading in, I'm gonna get that lens down to at least around 1,500
Oh my
with
God.
the stuff I'm trading in, which is good because the stuff I'm getting rid of, I actually don't need it. And I found out my why. So the one thing that has not changed after all these years, 2470, 70 to 200, you're done. Like everything else that you can get that would be great, a great add-on, it's not necessary. Like if you're good enough, you can do it all. 2470, 70 to 200. You can do everything. Done. The only thing you can't do is like super wide, like real estate or something. That's when you gotta go. And if you get into sports photography, then you gotta go over the 200, you know, at a 4.5, 5.6, something like that. And real estate, you gotta get to a 14 fisheye or something like that. But everything else, portrait, landscape, you name it, in between, you can do it all from 24 to 200. Period. With 2 lenses.
One or 2 lenses in your pocket. Florence, we see how you living, sis. Appreciate you. So that, I mean, that's what's up. And I like the fact that even for the non-photographers, non-videographers listening now or later, the conversation can go about different things. What we're talking about, right? Finding your why, niching down if that makes sense, being you, being unique, that kind of thing. And this is a bigger conversation than just this box of me and Keith buying cameras and buying lenses, and getting permission from the boss. Make sure that we clear customs before we try to bring something new in. Okay,
absolutely,
man. I ain't mad at that. So okay, I was looking for on the Canon website, but I don't frequent.
No, it's
Canon
on Instagram. So it's on her Instagram. I left my phone upstairs.
I done gone to the Canon Italian website. Lord, see, that's probably why.
It's like Instagram Canon USA. I just want to get her name. She really dropped some good stuff. But the thing that she said that really, took me in, it's not at the top on the video.
That old boy right there, the Fro dude.
Yeah, that's Fro man.
Yeah, and he from Philly.
Yeah, he in Philly. I don't even know if he's from Philly. I know he's in Philly. I was just like, so if you hit the video, are you on photos? Go to that one. I don't know if they took her off at the top. She was right in there. She was sitting in the chair talking.
Is that her?
There she is. Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever her name is, it's what did she say? Yeah, like she was dropping some good stuff. I was really like impressed by some of the stuff she was saying.
Okay.
But she said something that was like real hardcore, like not feeling herself, but she was like, you know my stuff when you get to it. And I was just like, yo, that's dope, because I like to hear somebody say that about my pictures. So like last week, Tina and I, we went to this winery event.
Go ahead, Joe.
It's a bunch of photographers in the room again. You know me. You know me, right?
You probably had the stormtrooper with you too.
The stormtrooper, I left it in the car. So Tina was like, I learned another lesson. Be ye also ready. Always have it, right? But I left it in the car, and it was in a safe place, parked, whatever, hidden in the car. I went to the venue and I had the A7C with me. And I was like, oh man.
The nice green.
I looked around and it was, a couple people like, oh, you got your camera. And I was like, and then Tina's like, oh, I was like, look, it's photographers that were paid to work this. Right. So my complimentary thing is they just say, Keith, bring your camera, you get in for free. And if you take something, you take it. If you don't, you don't. Boom. Good. So, because I'm not going to work certain events. So that event, I really wasn't working it. I bust out with that A7C. I had the 24 compact, and I had that Zeiss 55 1.8. I was good. I had that Godox flash. Pow, 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 pow. Poo. They look at it, oh, that flash is decent. Like, yep, pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out. So the one shot compose that we set up, Tina set me and the guy up. Jimmy Lenz is his name. She set us both up, and we took a picture at the counter, leaning, and we kind of like looked the other way or whatever. He's like, yo, you gotta send me that picture. I put it in black and white too. Hold Fast reposted it. And then you saw Hold Fast, they hit me with the one with the orange shirt with the solo.
I saw that.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Swagger, man. Matthew Swag, man. They be showing the love, man. I promise you, they show the love. They show the love. So I'm cool with Hold Fast, man. But between Hold Fast and Alpha Guard, that's just a thing with me that I do. I'm gonna do a pregnant pause there, let you talk here, because I got something to drop on us before we get off tonight.
Oh my!
I wrote it down. I got something heavy that you gonna like, man.
It's like that. And see, listen, you see how he do. So I got to switch. No, I got to switch the cameras right quick. I'm not sure what. I'm not mad at you though. If y'all getting some value, man, listen. Tell somebody what we doing here. Florence, we see you in the building. Dr. Roth, we see you. Sammy, superstar. Sammy was at B&H the other. Sammy was at B&H the other day, and he was posting pictures of them red joints. I said, Sammy, don't do it. Hide your wallet.
Sammy already got him. I guarantee he already got him. He probably done put him in Alpha Guard.
I said,
Sammy Silver.
I know he got Sammy got old money too. I think that's the thing right there. Sammy got a little bit of old money. Old money. He was out there at B&H walking around, filming, walked up to the Reds. When I went in there, I didn't even go over to that booth. I went straight.
Yeah, we don't even go over there. That's the Ballers booth.
Yeah, I don't deviate. Yeah, I go on over there to Sony always, and then I'll dabble in Fuji. Fuji.
Sammy went to the bougie section.
Okay, you know what? We gonna look at pricing right now. This is what we gonna do, because y'all know how we do here. If you got any questions, ask us some questions. You know this is what we do. We just want to have a lesson. Oh, and there you go. I always got this screen up, don't I?
Sammy went to the bougie section.
Oh, by the way, so I'm going to get the C2 instead of the CR for the video stuff. I'm gonna get this. Nice. I'm gonna get the C2 instead of the CR. Bro, I told you I'd let you know when I finally made my decision. But for me, video first as opposed to photography. But yeah, this is gonna be me. Yeah. And 33 megapixels is good enough.
Let me tell you something. That camera right there. That camera. Let me tell you, because that got a couple more features that the R does not have. Right. Video wise, especially if you're using video. Right.
Yeah.
That C2 is crazy. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I used the R. I was doing pictures for and I can say this on air, it's funny. Not everybody's favorite, but Stephen A.
Yeah,
not everybody's favorite. I did his daughter's sweet 16 birthday party.
Okay.
I did pictures for that, and her best friend is the voice of Riley on Inside Out. So, it was a couple celebrity kids there and whatever. And I was there for photos. So I got all three of my cameras. The A7C R is sitting in the bag. And I'm like, it's a sweet 16 surprise birthday party. I mean, and they wasn't like, we don't want to take pictures, but they wasn't like, ooh, take my picture. Or they wasn't grown enough to be on they sexy, like, oh, we cute, take my picture.
Yeah.
They're 16 and they're like movie stars, TV stars or something more. It's like, hey, my dad is Stephen A. So it's like, they was kind of like in chill mode, like, yeah, shoot the picture. So I got the long range lens. It's at a house and I'm just taking like candids, whatever. But it's like, it's not a whole bunch of them. So it's only like 12 of them. So it's starting to get a little boring. I was like, nah, we got to roll camera. Now, I took the camera of the surprise. Then I put the video away. That A7C, bro, man, you put the auto tracking on there, like lock in on the subject, it will chase that one person around the room between people. I mean, I'll put it on one subject She walked through a crowd of people and it was like, oh, there she go. Got her. Boom. Right on her. I'm recording in 10-bit something, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't even shooting raw. I don't even know what I was shooting. I just 4K, blah, blah, blah. I mean, stabilizing and everything. That camera is sick. It's sick.
It's the one.
Oh, man. Just shy. I think it fits right in between the FX30 and FX3.
Yeah.
Like it sits in between, and you take photos with that baby. Yeah. Oh, she good.
Yeah. She good. This that one. So yeah. Hey, y'all, don't be afraid of these super chats now. If y'all want to contribute to the y'all want to contribute to the debauchery. Yeah, some
I'm gonna get that black light.
Or buy you a hat or something from the shop.
So, all right. James, go for it. Because I'm all right.
You ready? You ready to do what you got?
You know what? I'll make it concise. So here's one of the epiphanies, if you will, or for us church folk, the Holy Ghost dropped this in my spirit. I thought about masterclasses and creatives, right? Or creative people in masterclasses. Here's what's crazy. People that are super successful, right? Most of them, this is not absolute. It's just in my knowledge, most of them don't have masterclasses. Tell you why. To stay creative, you don't actually have time to masterclass you. Because people that are on your level, meaning that people that have that it like you, they don't need you to masterclass it because they know how to watch you and pull from you, whether you give it or not. Just being you give it. So I don't have to give a masterclass on, hey, go buy a hold fast strap and then go Sony and then put it on the side and then wrap the camera and then match it to your glasses and blah, blah, blah. Some people will masterclass that. You know why they do that? Because they've run out. And the only thing they can do is keep giving you their yesterday.
Wow.
Right? And they milk you off of their yesterday. Smart masterclasses are never giving you their current thought pattern because then they can't masterclass it. Right? You always have to be a step ahead into your head quietly while you give up your yesterday. Because you have to keep those people behind you all the time in order to profit off of them. You can't profit if you put them next to you. You can't get your first class seat paid for if you putting everybody in first class. You got to put them in coach overpriced so that it can compensate that all the proceeds that you get off of their high price coach seats gives you a free seat in first class. So I'm very mindful of the masterclass people that's like, because masterclass people, they go, ooh, I see James got the Shure mic. Okay. What kind of lights you use, James? Oh, that's nice. Oh, use nan light. They write that down. Then they go over to their little corner and they say, hey, I'm going to show you how to do this. And then the weak people, they buy into it. And I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but what it tells you is the master classing person has limitations. They're not as creative as they make you think they are. Because creatives like that, you're making so much either money and or progress moving forward that the only thing that you can do that'll mess things up is shade yourself from people. So like, I'm wide open. If you walk up to me in a public place and say, what's that you got on your camera? Alpha Guard. Go to that Alpha Guard. Yep. They got a whole bunch of wraps and stuff. Now, the problem is I'm not going to wrap it for you. And if you don't take the time to wrap it and you don't want to pay for them to wrap it, then you ain't going to be where I'm at. But if all you need to know, but here's the thing, the true creative, they're going to look and be like, dude had a white Sony A7R. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to search and find a white Sony A7R. And they're going to be like, that's the one. And they're going to go, oh, that's Alpha Guard. They never ask me where I got it from. They look at my strap. They're never going to have to ask me, what kind of strap is that? Most people, when they ask you, which strap is that? Oh, where you get it from? Oh, so now what exactly do it do? A creative that's on it, they got they already see themselves using it. They seen your work and they was like, man, James' pictures be looking dope. I just want to confirm. James, what cameras you using? Okay. Oh, I got an FX30, FX3, whatever. You like, oh, but I shot that on the Ray-Bans. Oh, okay. Oh, the glasses, right? Okay, dope. Did you doing 10K, a 4K or 2K or whatever? That's all they getting from you. They ain't asking you no more questions. They don't need your masterclass, nothing. But if you need to milk the masterclasses, then you've now limited yourself from your creativity going forward, because you spending so much time masterclass and everything because you need the bag that you're not out in front. The photographers that I really like the most, none of them got a masterclass.
So you think a masterclass stifles growth? Maybe not stifles creativity, but stifles growth for someone who's truly out there trying to create. Because you're not stuck, but you pause. Because you pause. It has
its place. It has its place. Like some of my friends that were like in the pandemic, that was like, oh, you need to do a masterclass and charge people $59 and so. And I was like, one of our friends in Ecamm did that. They went to masterclass and stuff. They're doing great, but I'm like, there's a limitation. They're not the creative that you run to see what's new. Yeah. You go to them to see, how do I do this?
Yeah.
Because I'm not really into, everyday creativity. I just need to know how to zoom good on my work call. Yeah. I just need to upgrade my lighting. That's it. They don't need nothing else. They don't need nothing else. So they'll buy the masterclass. They'll invest in it, right? But and I'm not trying to knock nobody hustle. I'm just saying that people who are folk that I would follow, they don't actually have master classes. They're a master class within themselves.
My goodness, y'all. Listen to this.
And the people that get it, you can follow them and you can pull all the sharpening from them and never pay a dime.
That's it right there. So don't get locked into being the master class as the primary bag. We've talked about multiple streams of income in this world of digital creator, as entrepreneur, in this world that we live in, this digital creative world. If the master class is your only thing, that could be a problem. That need to look in the mirror and say, what you need to add something else to the toolkit. I'm trying to make sure that I get it. I don't want to assume.
Look, here's what gets everybody mad. Here's what's gonna make everybody mad with me. Here's what makes everybody mad with me. Just think if I did a masterclass on how to show up as a photographer. What I would do is I would be like, okay, the upgraded masterclass would be, I'm going to give you what tools to get. So then in the tools, I'm going to say, go to Hold Fast. You're going to get the money maker. You want that for weddings and events, because you want to hang a 24/7. I'm giving a free one right here, y'all. 24/70 on one side and the 70 to 200 on the other side for event. That's all you need. Do not get primes. Do not do this. Do not do that. Just get 24/70, 70 to 200. The cheap version, you want cheaper, save some money, but middle class, get a Sigma. Cheaper, just get the regular Sony. You want to go upgrade, get the G Master, and both, sizes, right? Then I'm going to say, okay, but now, sometimes you go to those events that you don't need two cameras, you just need 24/70. You want to get the solo money maker and hang that camera on one side. Now, here's the problem. I'd have masterclassed that. And then I'm going to say, go to Alpha Guard and wrap your camera. Now, the thing is, in order for me to be the Keith that I've become and I got to be ahead of that. So now I need to maximize on the me of last year and get as much money out of that. And when I'm calling it a masterclass, what I cannot tell the people is I'm giving you the 2023 model with Keith and you're paying me top dollar, while the 2024 is being exposed in a bigger class, right? So the places I'm going, I'm giving them the 2024 and the preview of the 2025, Keith, but I'm giving all y'all paying people the 2023. Okay, that's the problem. I'm giving you all the old, and you're taking it, and I'm calling it a masterclass. So now when you think about it, it's something's wrong here. You see what I'm saying? Like
that makes a ton of sense. Hopefully y'all catching what he putting down, because he's saying this right after Doma. Hopefully y'all catching what he putting down.
Man,
yeah.
So James, I'm gonna make you laugh. My screen literally went out.
Where?
So like I can see me on my monitor, but my screen went blank. Wait a minute. Wait, can you see this? Can you see this?
Yeah, you can't see
Look,
nothing.
My screen it just went. I don't know what happened. I was like, I hope I'm still live because I heard you and I heard the music. My screen is gone, bro.
He's got 50 inches worth of LG in front of him, not doing a thing. My God.
I mean, I'm like, I don't know if she burnt or whatever. Let me power it off, and then I'm gonna power it back on.
Let me send you my affiliate code so you can get a new one here. So you get this
dude. Oh, she ain't just burn out on me. I'm like, we split. Okay, there she's back. She's back.
There
okay.
she go. Yeah, she went
I don't
to
know
sleep
what
for a
she
minute.
did.
And he was cool about it too, y'all. He was like, hey, I didn't see him blink or flicker or nothing.
Cause I'm prone to like something happens over here. They cutting the electric off on Thursday.
Is that
Here,
right?
so I had to cancel a podcast.
Is that right? Y'all missed. It's tight.
Nah, man.
Oh,
somebody done dropped the tree or something. They doing road construction. Pico is our electric thing. They're like,
Pico.
During the hours of 8 to 3, there will be power outage because of an emergency something that they got to fix. I'm like, dude, most of the people work from home around here. We shot. We gotta go to Starbucks now.
Golly. Pico said we're gonna turn all your power off. Hopefully you don't have a heat wave out there in them Philly streets.
Yeah, they wait to that. They time it good with the weather. So like when people go, oh, well, what are we gonna do about the air? They're like, oh, it's only gonna be like 75 degrees out. Y'all good. Like
80% humidity. Come on, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Bro, that's my money day. That's my client day.
that's when you be red flag days, right? You're like, man, listen, I got clients coming into the studio. Oh my God.
I looked at my calendar. Thank God, though. The podcast I had to cancel. That's like a group thing that we do. So, but the other one, but bro, that was the thing I was holding on to when I had people ask me about Masterclass, or people I support when they're like, I'm doing a Masterclass. What should I include in it? And this, that, and the third. Sidebar, I'm just saying, come to grips with you cannot, you have to know you're giving them the old you, because you mastered. In order to master class it, you mastered something. So if you mastered, then there's a limit on the mastering of it, right? So master class is not a forward movement all the time, because if you're a master at it, then you've measured yourself to a certain limit, right? Because if everything is ever evolving, I got to keep following you to stay up. So if I'm following you, if you were giving me the master, you have to be done with that. So what are you doing now?
Wow. When does a student surpass the instructor and become the master? Because the teacher has paused to give this master class. Has paused.
Like, do you see Jay-Z doing a master class on how to become a billionaire?
No, he gonna do that. He gonna put his couple of folks in the room and let them see by example as he's making moves.
There. And watch this. That old saying that the kids are using, if you know, you know. And it's not that people don't care, because some photographers that I would love to be in the same room with, Coda Lens, Got Lens, both of them guys are always around Jay-Z. So Coda is the main guy. He carries a Leica around most of the time. I never even see him shoot. Shout out to my man Whitney Thomas. He's in Philly. He's been with Patti LaBelle for years. Whitney be at events. It's 18 photographers in the room. Whitney just chilling. He may have a camera on him or not, but he's published. Everybody freaking knows him. And I watched him even try to do a masterclass. And guess what? The real dope photographers, ain't none of them sitting up in this class.
Nobody show up. They don't show up. Got you.
I don't need to show up. I'm just watching you. I see you got a Canon in your hand. Cool. I notice every time I see you, you only show up with a 24-70. I'm peeping you. Oh, you just got a top flash. I got you. Like, what a masterclass for? Right? Like, what I'm gonna do that for? Now, that's why I said I'm gonna sound contradictory here. I'm not knocking the hustle. Yeah. I'm just like, hey, like what said person from the community did, I'm like, I ain't mad with the person's hustle. I'm like, because I don't think that they're like a creative like a Tom Buck.
Yeah.
Right? Tom is in his own lane. Tom does what Tom does. He doesn't masterclass, get blue, and do like, he just gives it, he just does a YouTube and say, hey, you know, have you ever wondered how to not get glare on your glasses? You know, I do these glasses, whatever. That's not a masterclass. That's a YouTube that you do it well as a creative. You monetize off of it rather than limit yourself to try to get people to do your whatever such and such a class. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing, bro. LG better stop playing around with me.
Lord have mercy, he did it again.
Dude, look at this.
This don't make no sense. Listen, let me go ahead and get you right. Let's go ahead and get you right. Get him right.
I don't know who losing what.
We having problems.
You got to be kidding me. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if it's Apple, or what.
Ooh, recently purchased. How many did I done bought a gang of these monitors? Which one? This 35 or let's see. Wow. Is this the one I'm looking at?
Cable here. I gotta have a cable loose or something.
Is it in the flat? Is it flat?
HDMI. So
let's see. I bought this one back in 2022, but that's flat. You know, see, we only mess with LG, folks. Dude, we only mess with LG.
Yeah, this daggone LG, I paid too much of a grip for this. It ain't 3 years. Maybe it's 3. I don't know. It might be 3 years old. That's one of them W's. I got one of them. No, shoot, this sucker was $1,300. HDR and all of this stuff. You know what? It got to be a loose cord because when I hit the desk, I think that's when it went out.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have moved the computer or something. I just got to check. I don't want to pull it up. That's okay. It was the.
See, there it is.
Yeah, I got it.
He pulling cable, Lord. Folks, last time he did this, it was around Christmas time. And every time he would touch something or move, he would hit the off button on the stream deck. And the whole stream would end, and Tina was in there like, listen, what are you doing?
Let's be clear, okay?
She had,
there it is. I got it. It was the HDMI on the back of the studio Mac. So, did you notice they put the button? I had the M1 Mac Mini. The power button is on the right side on one, and it's on the left side on the studio. So I'm over here trying to find the power button one time, and I was like, where's the power button? So it's right next to the HDMI on the studio. So when the power outage again in our neighborhood, they building around here. So the power outage, once the power outage goes, it knocks the whole thing down. You got to press the button to start it up and not wake it up. So
you get you a power wall or something, get you a little Tesla action so you don't have to worry about the man. When the man is out there digging in your neck of the woods, you have your own power, clean power. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
So James, the free. So that's the thing that hit me, the free masterclass. So when people try to pick my brain, they say, "Man, I mean, I literally had 3 other people say I got hired to do 3 gigs coming up, and I was honored that they asked me, and I'm like, what exactly do you want? And then somebody asked me to do a wedding. This is the 4th time somebody asked me to do a wedding. And I told the lady, I said, no, you need to go have a consult with wedding photographers, somebody that does weddings. And then I'll do fair pricing that you hire me separate. And they're like, yeah, because, well, and I said, I will talk to the photographers that you have so that I don't get in their way, and I'll do what I do. And they're like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna see how that pans out, because I'm careful not to now say, hey, I'm gonna start doing weddings, because when I do something, I want to do it right.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I learned about you. When you do something, you want to make sure that you put your best foot forward in it and not just run and do it. So I don't want to sit there and say, hey, I'll do your wedding. Because when I watch wedding photographers, I'm like, yo, kudos to y'all, but you can't miss. First things first, you can't do it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The dude who did my niece's wedding, he did it by himself with the daggone gimbal and the camera. And I'm like, he missing a lot of stuff. She wasn't mad about it, but I'm like, I ain't even bother to look at the pictures and stuff. I was there. I didn't take any pictures. That was a couple of years ago, but I was just like, whatever. I wasn't hating on him, but I was just like, I would never do that. You're doing too much.
Yeah.
You kiss the bride. Are you videoing it, or are you taking a picture? Like, you gonna miss something.
Yeah.
You know, people nowadays, they want the groom coming out the hotel and the bride getting dressed at the same time. You need 2 people minimum. Then if you don't get to the venue in time, you need somebody at the venue. So now you had 3 people. So for me, my master plan for if Keith's company was doing wedding photography, I need a minimum of 4 shooters. And I'm just saying that off the top of the head. I don't know what the professionals do. I've never ventured into it. You know, the cutting the cake before it was cut, you know, the throwing of the thing in the air, you know, the mother, father dance, DJ, something like that's too much stuff.
Yeah. Especially nowadays, because they're all doing different. It's not just a regular wedding anymore, right? It's not just you jump in the broom, right? Now everybody got to do a skit. Everybody got to do or whatever. So you got to get all the angles. Who's bringing in the ring? Just like you say, you know, the bride and the father turn it into a separate dance, you know, unscripted ad-lib dance that they doing. Yeah, that's a whole lot for one person to capture.
Yeah. So I think it's getting to a point now, it's practical to say you need the wedding photographers, crew, whatever. And then my lane that I'm building will be, I want you there at the wedding taking pictures. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So you're paying so that the essentials aren't missed, but you're paying me a fair number for that which they will never give you, that I'm going to give you to make that memorable.
Taking pictures versus making pictures.
There you go. It proves your point. Because you missing auntie and uncle and them talking at the table because you had to be on the floor taking a picture of father-daughter dance. So somebody's missing them other shots. And you got 1 trillion shots of the same essential things, and you're missing all the other stuff. Luckily, you have it with the phones, but most people with the phones are getting the same shot that the photographers are taking. So again, here's another key gem that I'm dropping. If I'm at a wedding, I'm watching where everybody's pointing to, and I'm pointing the other way. That's the money shot. That's the money shot.
I'm purposely quiet, letting that one just sit in the oven for a minute.
And see what I just said there, that transcends, that goes past just a limited time. That's stuff that, again, a masterclass will limit you to something, but relational equity is always going to be better than a masterclass.
This man said relational equity.
Relational equity.
Talk about that. Come on, wait a minute. Get into that one right quick.
Okay, you and me, relational equity, right? So and I'll just tousle with this a little bit. If let's say I'm out somewhere and I run into somebody from shore and we get to chit chatting and blah blah blah, they recognize, oh, you rap the mics and YouTube. Yeah, look, James 6, that's my man. Oh, James, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you know, James, get James on the phone, blah 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 blah. Hey, you know what? We just talking about you. Are you going to be such and such? Relational equity. Ecam people. You know Doc Rock personally or something, or you ran into him at an event, you know Nikki Saunders. Like, relational equity does a lot when people know people. And then when you have a relationship with them, or you kind of go beyond, I just know this person, I follow them on Instagram, but you have at least a small encounter. Relational equity goes a much longer way than, you know, like the masterclasses and stuff. So you really have to have faith to get in the room, right? Take opportunity. So here's something that would seem like a masterclass, but I would approach it on relational equity. Manny Ortiz, love the guy, right? Everybody knows him. Most people do or don't. Manny Ortiz's ex-wife, it's not like a secret. It's, you know, they're not together no more. But his ex-wife, she's called the model nurse. She has figured it out, bro. All them videos that Manny did, you know, with his wife in there and, you know, doing shots and stuff, testing out equipment and stuff, showing how lighting works and blah, blah, blah. When they broke up, I had reached out to her and I didn't know they had broke up, but she told me that they broke up, whatever. And I was like, cool. I missed her in Philly. She goes to different states now and she's having an event in New York. I think it's New York for early sunrise. It's from 6 to 8. And you can get out there, you pay for this, you pay for a spot. It's not expensive, and you can get right on her and shoot pictures. Wow. It's the best thing you could ever do. It's like, I mean, for somebody up and coming. And now you got a shot with somebody that you put her face on Instagram, you got at least 500 likes because they know who she is. I've seen amateurs, people that call themselves amateurs. They got out to her shoot, took a picture. I mean, they got at least 400 or 500 likes, period.
Just like that.
Just like that. And she reposted too. And she'll tag it like, yeah, you know, so-and-so took an awesome picture, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting her. I'm getting a shot with her, period. So, you know, I reached out to her and she inboxed me back. You know, we chit-chatted a little bit. And I'm like, I want to meet her personally and, you know, do a shoot when she's close. I want to get it.
I love it. Because you right now you killing them roller skating rings. Boy, you killing them roller skating rings. Yeah, you need to hook up with Usher sometime. You need to go to Atlanta.
That would be a plus. That would be a plus.
Because you killing them
Shout out
roller
to
skating
all
rings.
the Philly photographers that got their pictures of Usher, man. Everybody smashed on the pictures, man. They did a great job. Oh, our boy Strict City is coming to town. I'm gonna be with him and his wife on Thursday.
Is that right? Oh, that's dope. Cause she doing. Listen, she top of the billboard. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna be on Strict show in a couple of weeks. So okay, that's dope. Yeah,
I'm gonna see Strict on Thursday. Thursday, I'm gonna see Strict in the house and get some pictures of her. It's gonna be fun.
I love it. Listen, man, I ain't mad at that. Well, look, brother, I wasn't gonna hold you long, and you said you got some things you want to get done. I'm gonna let you go get that since everybody is quiet today, and nobody wanted to chime in with any questions or nothing like that. And you you ain't shared the link, so you know we not on the convo.
Yeah, my bad, man.
I'm done with you. Listen, you know what?
So wait, before you go, I got an idea. We need to try this, and I'll say this live. I just thought about something.
Yes, sir.
What if you had Zoom, right?
I have Zoom, yes, sir.
Right, no. I never thought about this. And if Sammy's still here, he might get what I'm saying. Anybody that's out here or you'll watch this in your e-camera, would it be possible? Now we know the quality be kind of wonky, but if you were in Zoom, right? If we had a Zoom, you're in Zoom, I'm in Zoom, I can get your individual picture out of Zoom, right? Like besides the broadcast, I can still choose you and not the broadcast. Like, so
yes.
if both of us were in Zoom right now, I could go live on my side and put you in my boxes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm going? So now we're almost like a workaround the
limitation. How many people?
Or restream, right? Or is it? Yes, restream. So restream, we connected the things, but one of us will have to be in the other person's thing. So let's just say right now. So like right now, I can't get you in a box because I can't see you as an individual.
Okay. Yeah. So you're right. So with Zoom, we could do that. That's true. You could get my web frame, you can get my overlay, and we could actually do that and literally have.
Yeah, because then I would just go live
Zooms
on my
running.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be no, but I think it would have to be one Zoom, right? Because both of us will have to be in that Zoom. And then we can take, like the way you got me only and you put me wherever you want me, I would just need to be able to put you wherever I want to put you. So let's just say my page look exactly like yours that we're live on now. And where yours says conscious conversations, mine will say convos, but it's the same exact thing with orange stream. Background. Yeah. And I'm streaming off of my side. So in essence, I'm coming out on my side in full 4K, 2K, whatever. You're coming out in 2K, and just as a guest will be the lower quality, but it's not like a one-sided thing.
We could have separately branded shows by doing it that way. Just kind of your thing.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking now, and you could actually have a third person in there because let's just say we put Doc Rock in the Zoom.
Yeah.
We got you, me, and Doc Rock. Everybody's in the Zoom. You can go live. I can go live. Doc can go live. On Doc's live, it's Doc's page in purple. And then he puts me and you on the screen from the Zoom. I put you and Doc from the Zoom on my screen. But I think everybody's still in there talking. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it'll. We got to try that one day.
I'm trying to think. And since we all have audio interfaces that support mix minus, there's not going to be any echo.
That's why I needed your brain on it. That's why
that's
why I wanted to throw it out there to see what you think about it, because I know you're going to analyze it here.
Yeah. You done messed around and started some. Yolanda, what it do? My friend saw your stream earlier tonight. You out there?
Hey, Yolanda.
Yeah, but you talking them Ravens though. Okay.
She right down the street from me.
Okay, don't mess with it then.
Baltimore Ravens.
Don't cause no trouble.
James, you get what I'm saying though?
That would work.
Because I'm just trying to figure out if it'll throw the audio off, but I don't see how it could, because if I'm grabbing you from the Zoom, you're grabbing me from the Zoom to your page. So it's like you, myself, and Yolanda all are in our eCam. And we go live and we going to say, hey, I'm going to bring on the screen X, Y, and Z. You guys are hearing me in through the Zoom, but to your eCam.
The audio would work, and we can limit the echo by having cancellation. And since we have all of these audio, I'm talking out loud just so I remember all these audio interfaces, we can eliminate any other issues. The mic part right there, we can specify mic delay within So the only way to do this is with eCam.
Right.
The only way to do what you're trying to do, because Zoom is integrated directly in the eCam, so we don't have to fire up a whole nother instance. If there was audio and mic issues, we can change the delay directly. We'd have to do that before the stream, because I don't think you can change mic delay during a stream. So we'd have to test that part out first to make sure the mouth matches up to the words.
Okay.
One big Zoom running, everyone grabs the web frames, grabs the web frames, and you can resize it to however you want to. You could have your own overlay for the convos, conscious conversations, and then whatever. We could do that. We could have one main stream running, and it could be branded as multiple shows simultaneously And
That's what I'm
that's a
thinking.
way of so folks could get rid of their restream. Ooh, I don't want to give up. Well, I'm shout out to Restream. Hey, I'm working. Hey, brand partner with Restream. I hope I'm gonna cut that part out. But that's one way. It's a little convoluted, but of doing a Restream pair, but a custom branded multi-stream by using Ecamm and Zoom. Yeah, we're gonna try that next time. You gonna mess around and find out. What you see? There he go, bringing up other windows.
So that's me, right? That's me in Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And I see what you're saying. How would it do with the feedback?
Yeah, because when you turn that microphone on, there's going to be multiple sources coming in, and especially from the same room, right? So
what I was saying was, see, if I'm pulling you in from a Zoom, it's not kicking back. It's only giving you. It's a two-way conversation between me and you, but my feed is only going to give what you're giving me. So I don't see it. It wouldn't be doubling back.
I can't say for sure without trying. Right. I mean,
okay. I'm gonna be trying that this week. Yeah. I'm gonna try it this week because I
know how to do it. But I haven't done that part before, so I can't sit here definitively and say, yeah, that's gonna work. But I know with echo cancellation, and I know with mix minus on these audio interfaces, we can eliminate any.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Vocal problems, audio problems.
Okay, yeah, I gotta think it through.
Because
see, I'm in your Ecamm through this, so it'll pull in. Oh, I got what you're saying.
Because you don't have the microphone turned on Zoom right now on that.
No, I muted it.
If you did,
okay,
a regular stream, not one that's slightly more advanced as ours, because we got all these interfaces tied in of knowing which buttons and dials to hit. It would be like an infinite loop of audio.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, we about to do some things. Okay. We about to do some things.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, so I want to put that bug in your ear. Because I'm thinking, like, if we were to have Jen or Tina come in this Zoom,
come through,
would I be able to put them on the screen and it not? Yeah, because it'll be going one way to you, but okay.
As long as they're not in the same room with you, because right now, since those two windows are in the same room, there's going to be
double in feedback,
double audio. Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting.
You done messed around and found something, boy.
Listen. I'm gonna test that because I literally thought about it. Like the pool would be the Zoom room, right? And out of the Zoom room, I'm just pulling you and putting you on my screen. Okay, remember, so this is what I'm saying. When we go into Zoom, right? In Zoom, you have the person will see the stream and then they'll see you individual and they see themselves individual. Is that right?
True. And
right.
And they can customize that now. So, but yeah, by default, that's what everyone who logs into Zoom sees. They see one window with just their camera view and then the multi-view of the event that's happening.
Right, because what I was thinking was, in the Zoom. So like, if we killed this and started a Zoom, and both of us are in the Zoom, and you're in Zoom through Ecamm and you stream it, it should pop in the stream box, but it should still keep you individual. And if it keeps you individual, I'm just putting your individual, not the stream on the screen.
It should.
It should. So that's what I'm hoping will happen. And then to your point about the whole mix minus and blah blah blah, like that stuff is the concern. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or which audio does it pipe? Can you solo? Just only give me the audio that James is saying.
Right.
but not what the feed is saying type thing. Listen, we tell Ken and Glenn that they will figure that thing out.
I've seen Glenn say, "I'll get that fixed for you in like 2 days." There was something going on in the community about a week ago, and Glenn was like, "Yeah, we gonna take care of that. We gonna have that for you soon." So,
dude, that's that next level thing to figure out, because if you can put people in a general pool, and we can all go live on our own stream and pull people in from the pool. Everybody can take, so it's almost like, it's gonna be weird, because let's just say you're live and I'm live, and Doc comes in the pool, or Tom Buck comes in the pool. I can put Tom on my screen, but let's just say you don't put Tom on your screen, but then we would have to control, maybe you don't want to hear Tom, or maybe I don't want to hear Doc. Like, you get where I'm going? It's kind of like,
or they would just be in different locations, because something like this right here, right? This would be maybe the default scene. You and me, then. I
hope everybody see what James just did. Like, he just had this screen just chilling. Like, that's how dope this guy is. I mean, that screen was just chilling. Like, it's right. Go ahead, James. Go ahead.
Have guests.
I like what you did there, bro.
Let me at least put another guest here. Put a guest here. I don't have any more guests, but nobody wants to see me, all these pictures, all these views, but so these are all the different guests. And,
right.
If you had this same scene, people could be in the same location or not, but you and me on the right would be static, and then we'd bring in Yolanda, we'd bring in Florence, we'd bring in whomever to be in that center screen.
Got it.
And they're just all Zoom guests as opposed to Ecamm guests. So they're sitting either in a breakout room or they're sitting behind the scenes in Zoom, and boom, this overlay or this one right here, this video source is just Zoom room. We could do that right there. We could do that right there.
So to this point, would you be able to? All right, you don't have to do this now, but just next time, if I were to send you this Zoom link that I'm in right now, right? If you logged into it, would you be able to pull my iPad on your screen? Is the question.
Yes, if you attached it as a camera source.
Right. So if you took that Zoom link, right, and you went into if you took that Zoom link and you opened the Zoom, you went into that link, you should be able to see me on the iPad, and you be able to put that iPad on your screen.
Yes.
At the same time I got it on my screen.
Let's try. Don't be scared.
You feel me?
Yeah, don't be scared. No, don't be scared. We try.
Ladies and gentlemen, we about to go, but James got me thinking. I thought like this just for you. Just because of you, I thought like this.
All right. Oh, please.
Cause this crazy. Cause if you hit that, then I should be able to see you in there, but you should also be able to see me on the iPad in that room. I got the volume cut down, but
hold on, because what I just did, I just launched full on Zoom. I'm gonna close this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show the power of Ecamm. I'm just gonna grab this link and go join by ID, which is dope. Oh, hold on, I didn't like that. Oh,
yo, that's crazy. That man, Ken and Glenn will be messed up. Which one is the one y'all said that'll just go off to pull off the side of the road and start coding?
That's both of them really, but Glenn is the truth. Wow. Yeah, Glenn is the truth. All right, so that should start now. So this is great. So I closed full on Zoom, and I just launched Zoom integrated into Ecamm by using Keith's And let me add his iPad. And let's do.
Oh yeah, it's feeding back.
Okay, so
but not big though. It's what you were saying.
Yeah. But how about now? Is it feedback?
Test 1 2. No.
Well, there's feedback on my side. So let's do this.
Oh.
Preferences, Zoom, enable.
Yes. Okay. So that kind of takes away what I was thinking. It shows me and you, but it's not just showing you separately. Out of that Zoom.
Okay. So let's do.
Oh no. So the thing would be which camera source.
So that right there is. So close the one that you just opened, the little one.
Okay.
Because what I just put in the middle is Zoom, is your Zoom.
Okay. So I closed that one. Wow. So you got the iPad.
Yeah. So there's the iPad.
Wow.
But I do have echo coming through. Say something now.
Testing 1 2. You know what? The mic's probably not muted.
So I just muted Zoom.
Now I muted the mic on this. Why is it feeding? I muted the mic. Oh. Turn that off. No, I can't turn it off. Yeah, I muted the mic, but now it seems like it's making noise. Test. No.
I hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I muted the mic. Okay. It's a good thought, though.
So it would work, just, again, not you in the same room.
Right.
So we could bring multiple folks into Zoom. We could grab their camera. I just grab Keith's iPad Pro. Boom, I just put it on the screen right here. And that person at a remote location, there wouldn't be any audio issues.
So the only thing is, it doesn't give me. So in your Zoom, right? Can you just give me you? Like in. You get what I'm saying? So in my Zoom, what I have is James Hicks, but it's showing your broadcast. Is it possible to just show you in Zoom?
Hold, please. Video. Yeah, but I don't know what that's going to do if I do this. So I just switched to
that's
my
it.
So that's just that's my straight from my camera.
Oh, that's straight from your camera. Okay, no, I got you. But
yeah, so I just changed Zoom to just a feed from my camera, but the live broadcast is still the live broadcast. There it is, right there.
So now what's crazy is on my side, I have you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know why it won't work? Because the audio from the Google is the problem. Oh, remember, I'm still doing this through Google. So next time we try this, I won't come in on Google at all.
It's coming through Zoom.
Yeah. And then the quality is kind of like different, but you do see I got you on screen though.
Yep. And you can resize that and make that whatever. Yep.
Yeah. And then if I just punch live from my side, then I'm doing controls how I do my broadcast. You know, if I was on a separate show, this is how Keith was doing. So at the same time, it could be James Hicks. You could be on what's the other thing you guys do? Team No Chill?
Team No Sleep. Yeah.
No.
Yep. I could be on multiple shows at the exact same time.
Yeah.
My mind
Ain't
can't
that
handle
crazy?
My mind is not ready for that.
All right. Well, thank you, man. I knew you was the right person to try to experiment that with. But that's crazy. I got you on screen and
my direct camera feed.
Huh?
My direct camera feed, not my eCam, but that's coming directly out of the camera into Zoom. And you just put that on eCam on the live broadcast.
Right. And so I would have to do the same thing you did and give you not my eCam. But I would have to you. Right. So now you don't see you, right?
No, I still see me.
I mean, you see me in the screen with you? Oh, yeah. Wait, I have to hit.
There we go. Yeah, now it's just you.
So that would be the setup on how to try it.
Yeah. Now we back to the regular joke. Yep. And let's see, Zoom is
on your side, it's me big and you in the box, and I did the same thing on here on my feed.
Yeah, but what's crazy is Zoom is still showing your scene with me in the rectangle. So if I look at Zoom, I still see what you created, but the live is us in our regular, you big and me small to the side.
Got it. Okay.
So again, each one of us could have our own separate, because if you look at the top right of Zoom, it says active stream. So we could each have our own individual stream running.
I like that.
We done messed around and found something that these folks not ready for. We done messed around. Yeah.
Thought in progress.
Let me take off this high fidelity music mode because we're not doing that. I don't need stereo. I need echo cancellation. That's what I need.
Yeah, because I'm feeding back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it works.
Test.
No echo. Now it works.
It's echoing on my side though.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah, I have nothing. Now it's perfectly clear on my side. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you exactly what I did. Man,
go ahead. You get to bed. Get to bed. I'm gonna get upstairs.
I got furniture to move. We got people coming by tomorrow in the morning.
Oh, you gotta get up early.
Yeah, man. I got these people coming by the house. Look.
Yeah, go to bed so you can get that studio, that whole studio bill going.
See, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell everybody that. I'm sorry.
There he go again, y'all.
Maybe Samuel donate. Maybe Samuel donate what's his name? He'll donate you a red camera.
Wait a minute. Did you just end Zoom?
Yeah, I ended the Zoom.
Oh, okay. Because it closed on my side. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right, brother. Listen, all we're doing is we only doing this. What that's what we say every
once a month. But I'll be doing some spur of the moments. I just send you a text if I'm live.
It's hard to get in touch with you, because
your
social calendar.
I just be forgetting in the last minute sometimes.
That's true. But
I'm good. So if you change your mind during the month, I got Tuesdays.
Even look 53 now, boy. Look in his eyes, folks. Look at the man's eyes. He look 53.
Boy, I got my 53 miles. I did another 46, another 50. I ain't playing, bro.
This man look for 53. I'm gonna get back on the bike. I'm gonna catch up with you. I'm gonna get my Strava hooked up right. So we gonna. This boy look 53 when he took them glasses off.
Get him, man. Yeah. Take them glasses off. I start getting there. All right, bro. Love you, man. I appreciate you.
Be good to you. Later, y'all.